No, I don't think building highways is pork. I don't think keeping firefighters on the job in the city of New Bedford, which I represent, is pork. There is a Republican philosophy that says do it all by tax cuts. I just debated with Senator DeMint, and he said all tax cuts. Well, tax cuts play a part, but no tax cut ever kept a bridge from collapsing. No tax cut ever provided food for a hungry child, and I think you need to have a mix. So I'm not surprised. Look, we had an election, and the Democrats won large majorities. That's democracy. I don't understand the view that says, okay, you have an election and you put people in place, and then you ignore that and act as if it's all one compromise. In particular, in the House, and remember, this is in the House where we didn't get a single Republican vote, you have the dominance of the most conservative elements in American politics. I mean, look, it's unfair to expect President Obama, I think, to be able to get Republican support in the House, because if you hear a House Republican in recent times denouncing the president for leading us to socialism, for spending too much money, for not respecting the market, he's talking about George Bush. I mean, these people have repudiated George Bush. If George Bush couldn't get along with him, well, what do you want from poor Obama?
We've got to address the causes of the crisis, and that's one of the things that we're not even discussing in Congress right now. I was just with Fred Smith of Federal Express, and he and I talked a lot about the fact that our tax code favors debt, and it basically makes our own companies less competitive. The way to get out of this recession is to leave more money in the economy for people to spend, for businesses to invest and hire people. And the plan that's come out of the House, the Democrat plan, is really taking $1 trillion out of the economy and then allowing politicians to direct how it's spent. And if you go through the bill, you can see maybe some of the things in there are necessary, certainly roads and bridges, but only about 5% goes to roads and bridges, and that often takes years to result in hiring and any stimulation of the economy. The best way to make the American economy work, America has a free enterprise economy, and the best way to make that work is to allow people to keep more of what they earn, allow businesses to keep more of their profits so they can reinvest it in people and capital equipment. It makes absolutely no sense right now to take $1 trillion out of our economy and then say we're going to spend it as a government. It's never worked before, and that's basically socialism, and we don't have any examples in history where that type of economic management has worked.